Welcome back to another day of Pro League. It's day 2 of round 4. My name is Wolf. With me is Moonglade. We've got some good matches coming up tonight.
Yeah, we do. Very interesting matches, you know, starting with SBENU and MVP. Both teams, I feel like they're around the same level, but I think SBENU coming in just a little bit of a higher morale right now. Yeah. I mean, they just got a champion with Curious coming back from DreamHack Valencia. And we got to see them a bit in the change room, and man, they were so happy, joking around, having fun.
Oh, they were in great spirits today. Now, here's going to be our first matchup. It is going to be Losira versus DRG. Two former teammates going at it again here in a Zerg versus Zerg to set the pace of this matchup. Now, DRG, on the other hand, has been in low spirits in recent times. So I do highly favor Losira going into this Zerg versus Zerg matchup, although DRG's got a smile on his face right here, right now.
Dude, SBENU, they're just having a laugh today. I don't know what's going on with that team house, but they're just joking around like nothing else. I definitely do favor Losira being one of those heavy hitters for MVP, one of the ace players, if not the ace player they have. He really has to get the job done. He has to start off strong if MVP really want a chance today.
Yeah. Losira also attended DreamHack, or excuse me, not Losira, Lenok, but did not place as highly as Curious. So both of them are, you know, no doubt still a bit affected by travel, as you are, you know, just recently getting back. You got back here yesterday.
Yeah, man. Back yesterday, Carson last night. Had about 4 hours sleep for today, so I'm in great spirits myself. I'm gonna be doing just fine.
Oh, it's going to be a good day of matches, no doubt. We had some crazy upsets yesterday with Samsung winning 3-0. That was insane.
Oh, man. They played beautiful games. Bravo and Journey, absolutely insane. I'm so happy to see them doing well because it has been a long time since Samsung actually had much success.
It really has, and we're seeing it off the back of some of these newer players, right? Even losing players like Roro and Reality kind of falling out of form. We've got new blood doing well, and that's really rare to see. So this is our current team ranking right now with both Samsung and SKT taking a 3-0 yesterday. They are going to be in the lead. Jenner and Prime, though, in the same unfortunate position of 0-1 and -3. Now consider the win for Samsung much more impressive.
Yes, certainly so. Prime, I dare say they're probably going to go 0-3 against every team this season, considering they lost their ace player, Creator. Their team is in shambles right now, and I'd be surprised if they do find much success.
Yeah, in this round robin, it's past Prime and collect 3 points, man. I mean, it's sad to say, but we have to put the real talk on the table. Their players are not performing. I voted for Keen yesterday. I thought he was going to get it done, but even he could not.
No, he had the best shot out of anyone against Starry. Like, that was certainly the game that if anyone was going to take, it was him. But not even finding that, unfortunately.
It's so sad to see Creator gone, you know. I tweeted a picture yesterday because his chair was evidently empty. Like, he was just not here. And I feel like without him, the team has no spirit. Now, here's today's matchups. Losira versus DRG, as mentioned before, is going to be our starting ZVZ. We didn't mention it's going to be on Iron Fortress, a pretty huge map for ZVZ.
It's going to be an explosive one. I can sense a lot of Ling Bane action happening on that one. Then Hero versus Curious.
Yeah, Hero versus Curious should be good because Hero has been getting more results recently in Pro League, but Curious coming off of that win, coming off of that momentum, man.
Yeah, coming back a champion from DreamHack Valencia. He played some godly ZVZ in the finals there. Unfortunately, it's a ZVP this time, but he's no stranger to that either. I think he should be pretty favored coming into this one as well.
Blaze actually just recently played a PvZ series in Code A. I ended up commentating that with Tasis. For some reason, his opponent escapes me right now. But he was doing a lot of all-ins that were working really well for him. He didn't end up qualifying. He didn't end up moving on to Code S. But some really great all-ins, really great timing. Since it's the best of one versus Lenok, who I feel like hasn't shown us the best like mid-game ZVP, I think this could be a tough one for him.
Yeah, I mean, if it was the start of the year, Lenok we certainly favored in this matchup. He was like the ZVP killer back then. But Blaze, Panic, is looking much better, as you said, from that Code A match. He's looking a lot more solid. And then we have Departure versus Jiaoqi. And Departure, I think he showed us a couple of wins recently, but up against Jiaoqi, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he beat Hero with a cool, you know, with the double Roach Warren build where he was able to get really fast for a movement. He's done some snipe builds like that, won some games, but I favor Jiaoqi here. Let's take a look at our viewpoints here really briefly. Hero with 5 consecutive wins in a row versus Curious, the champion of DreamHack. And this is going to be our very first Pro League match on Terraform.
That should be a lot of fun. One thing to note with the Hero and Curious is that Hero was at DreamHack Valencia and he failed in the round of 8, I believe, to his teammate Kasia. So,
that's right, yeah.
You know, Curious had more success when the time came in that tournament. And maybe we'll bring both players are kind of on the same playing field in terms of jet lag and tiredness. unless Curious partied a little bit harder. I'm not sure.
You know what's funny is that's exactly what one of our reporters out here, Kenzie, immediately asked him. So, were you partying all night? You know, or did you get some sleep? And he said, I was so exhausted, I went straight to bed right after I won. So he's probably, no doubt, I'd say pretty decently rested.
Man, he missed out one hell of a party then because say the 3-man parties was fun.
That's what I heard. I'm sad I missed it.
Next time, for sure, man.
Well, I'm going to take a look at player info here. Oh, predictions first, actually. And DongRaeGu with a 100% win rate this round.
Oh, man. Well, whatever. It's like it's been one day. One day. 100%, come on.
But those votes yesterday were quite bold. He said
they were. All right, I'll give him that.
He said in our chat, though, where we actually do the predictions, that he felt he just got lucky. And we'll see, though, what the predictions end up being for him today, because he takes a bold one here, as well as the Monday caster going for DRG, whereas Kanata and the three of us foreign casters on Team Salmon, we're going for this guy, Losira.
Yeah, man. He's the Salmon Herb today. And he's a fantastic player. 4-3 in ZVZ. But he's the one player on MVP that has had the most success. He's pretty much their ace player. He has to get the job done today. He's got to set the momentum, otherwise MVP are going to have a rough one, and it could very well be a 3-0 if he loses.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible. This is a really important win for him to take. And he has won some incredible ZVZs, but he's also famously lost a lot of them. Most recently, it's not even that recent, but I'd say the most famous we think of is his loss versus Yun in Challenger of Star League, where he just lost 3-0. And he just got totally owned. And that happened to another Zerg by Yun. Yun just surprises people in that ZVZ matchup.
Dark, man. He 3-0'd Dark. Like, somehow he just busts out this insane ZVZ on occasion and just destroys some of the best. And here is DRG, 1-0 in ZVZ.
Yeah, repping his sponsor with that Candy song. Now, DRG, one of the most tilting players of all time. And he lost it for SBENU. All they needed was to win one round to deny CJ of the playoffs from last round, and he wasn't able to do it. He was the third player to lose, and his team lost 0-3, so they did not go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he was very emotional about that, very broken up about that.
Yeah, that's a huge blow. You know, it would have been such an amazing win for SBENU. So maybe looking to get some redemption here. I mean, they're starting off with a fairly easy match compared to the rest of the teams. They should be able to take this one out if everything goes according to plan.
And you know, despite the fact that people call DongRaeGu the final boss, I've been saying they need to send this guy out first for years, because I feel like he's much better when the pressure is lower, when he's the first player to come out. You know, the whole thing does not depend on him. But can he get that momentum here versus Losira on our very first map? Let's find out. Down here in the bottom right, starting for MVP, it's Losira.
That's what I look like without my clothes. Down here in the bottom left for SBENU, DRG.
We'd never know the back of your head looked like that because your hair, man, always hiding
Hey,
it.
man. Now you know, it's a wig.
That's what I look like when I bring my friends over to my house. We have a dance party.
Little bit of a hula party.
Yeah.
I like it.
Have you ever been to Hawaii by any chance?
No, I'd love to go there.
I've never been either.
My sister's been, but I've never had that chance. Maybe one day.
Hopefully one day. Look at this really quick before we get on Hawaii. Losira is going to take a quick trip to a 9-pool here.
Oh, all right. I mean, it's a bigger map. A bit less expected on this kind of map, the 4-player maps. You got to scout with a drone at the very least. I'm sure we're going to see one go out in the map soon.
Yeah, and you were mentioning earlier you were expecting us to see Ling Baneling on this map. And I think this definitely does transition well into that, should he decide to add gas after this and go into more Banelings.
Yeah, certainly. So we'll see if he's going to, add the... is he going to go for Ling Bane from here? Is he going to go for simply Lings to kind of harass the economy and transition from there? There's a lot of ways to do it. So far, we don't see a gas. We're seeing it now, but it's a cancelled gas, so it's just going to be Lings.
Yep,
but look at this. Oh, he almost made the right choice.
That split-second decision there to just change his plan.
Yep.
And this is actually the worst case for DongRaeGu's Overlord Scout and the best case for Losira's Overlord Scout. He's going to see DRG's hatch first, and he's going to be able to send his Lings right there, whereas DRG has no idea what's coming. His second Overlord will be in position to see this right when the Lings start to arrive, but still, man.
Yeah, this is huge. I think he might have caught that Overlord too. If they caught each other, then certainly DRG would have an idea, but he sees the hatchery, and he must be so happy right now. This drone is going to the bottom left as well, so maybe a spine crawler.
Yeah, I think so. Unless he just wants to join up and do a little bit extra DPS. Probably going to try to spine that if he can, if he's got the extra money. Notice Losira does make a queen behind this, so he's going to have a lot of extra larvae to use for the follow-up, whatever he decides to make that be.
Yeah, looks like he's throwing down an extractor too, so it's probably going to be speed follow-up, maybe it's a later sort of Ling Bane aggression. He's going to certainly be able to cancel this hatchery at the very least, but no doubt going to go for the drones to start things off.
Now, this drone's going to come in here. It's going to actually, yeah, it's a spine there on the end. And those Lings will arrive in just a moment here. Here they come. And if he can actually protect that spine, if it finishes, he can do so much work with that. All right.
Oh, nice surrounds, actually. Really important moves there.
Yeah, really, really important. Continue to drone drill right now. DRG losing a bit of mining time, but 8 Lings are about to pop out. And actually, Losira getting pretty ahead of himself. He could get surrounded. That was really close.
Yeah, very close there. Not getting too many drones, though. He's doing well, but the spine's going to finish. He's going to have to pull everything to deal with it, or we have to wait for his queen and more Lings to come out to help out.
It's not in range of the hatchery. He will have to reposition that.
Oh, look at that. He's actually going to get into the mineral line. Oh, that is sick.
Oh, man.
That's going to cause so many problems. The queen's going to get surrounded as well.
This is not a coincidence. He knew the timing, and he sees his queen come out. He tries to trap it, but it escapes at 41 hit points, but the spine now does support. And now Losira is droning at home. Now we're trying to attack the natural, but is deflected. 2 harvesters up currently, but, of course, only with 1 hatchery. We'll see if DRG can actually save this hatch.
Oh, the queen goes down from 2 Lings. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah, huge blows here. And looks like Losira behind us is going to go for an expansion. Got enough minerals for it. Down it goes.
And this is a really interesting moment. Looks like DRG is going to try to kill this spine crawler here.
It looks like he's going to get it eventually, but I think the damage may have just been done. They're pretty even in workers, and there's going to be a lot more Lings out for DRG, but I think there's a stronger follow-up from Losira. Let's see. I mean, he's going to remake his queen, so the production isn't as strong as it could be right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have a gas. So he doesn't have any speed coming up just yet. Just now remaking the gas. Looks like he canceled the second gas he was making earlier. As he looked like maybe he was going to get more damage done with that spine crawler. Oh, DRG's opportunity is now. Like, he needs to do damage here before Losira can actually recover. Losira does have 14 Lings on the way, so I don't think he's actually going to be able to get enough done. If he get this queen, that would be huge.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised like that he even shows that queen to the Lings, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think if he gets the hatchery, then he's actually certainly ahead, but this rate, queen's also got a bit of a risk, because if there is Lings coming, then you never know. But, oh, he denies his gas scouting. That is so important. He has no idea when the speed is coming as well. It kind of leaves him in the dark, means he's on full defense mode right here, has to turtle up like nothing else.
Spine crawler is going to finish, so he's not canceling that or anything. He's living in fear, like you said. 2 queens about to pop out for DRG. Going to give him that larva that he so desperately needs. And he does see this, the Ling count coming across. He sees that speed isn't done yet with his overlords. So he's got that going for him. And right now, Losira just continuing to put on a little bit of pressure as he drones up behind this. Very, even game, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah, it could go either way right now. Both players is kind of recovering, stabilizing from here. We actually do see DRG with that drone lead. Small drone lead, kind of neck and neck now. But it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. Are we going to see speed, failings? Are we going to see a quick lair? Are we going to see a Roach Warren come up and maybe that SimCity at the front of DRG's base? I'm kind of getting that impression he might, because he's made so many queens already. He's no doubt looking for creep spread on the map, and that in turn leads to Roach Warren.
Yeah. There's the Roach Warren going down right now for DRG. DRG made a second spine. He was looking very, very nervous there for a bit, but then came to the realization, perhaps with his Overlord placement, that there wasn't an attack coming, cancels it. And now going down that little bit of a greedier path. Now, Losira is getting lair, but it's not going to be for Mutas because he is getting down his own Roach Warren, just a little bit delayed. We have seen Losira do all sorts of crazy 2-base mutalist plays in this matchup, but not going to be this time.
No, still, with that lair lead, he's going to have Roach speed a lot earlier as well. Going to be able to still apply that pressure. He could have gone for a faster third base based on considering how much DRG couldn't scout in that main base. He was so in the dark that there was really nothing he could do comfortably on the map unless he goes for his own sort of Ling aggression.
Yeah, and it's really important to note that the reason why Losira has this lair faster is because he's had that gas lead for so long. That's something we didn't really talk about yet. Like, DRG was ahead at several harvesters for a while. But now Losira's passed him on that. He has all this extra gas.
Yeah, we're going to see a huge amount of roach and Lynx come across the map for DRG. He's going to be looking for a timing here. Lynx speed's finishing up and a lot of roaches out already. Currently sitting at about 9 roaches. And that's all he needs if he can get like a massive swell of Lings out and goes for this around. Okay,
he's going to see these roaches though with this Zergling. Even though he is denying right now with that Queen, the Overlord Scout, the Lynx still sees it. Now going to make a full tight wall here, making some extra spines. This might be too late, though. This is a lot of roaches coming across right now.
They're nearly even in roach count now, but all these Lings are going to be the problem. He's going to block everything up. He's got to get his Lings back home, but they're actually behind the army. So they're going to get wiped out eventually.
Yep, he's actually going to be able to burst these Evolution Chambers down before they finish, it looks like here. But he's taking some damage from his Lings already. Look at his positioning here. He re-blocks the wall, does break through, but these roaches on a good place on the wall. Is this enough, though, to break through? More and more units on the way out.
It's going to be so close. He stops using the drones. I think that's so smart. He created a nice block, and I mean, with that, he doesn't lose the drones, but he creates such an awkward choke point. And look at that, he holds.
That's an incredible hold. Perfect positioning there by Losira. Good transfuses. Doesn't want to get too out here, though. I suppose he's got enough.
Yeah, he's got roach speed as well in just a second, so he can chase down these roaches. He's got to look at, taking that third base again as well.
Wow, DRG in such a tough spot now. Without that roach speed, he's never going to be able to put pressure on the map.
And +1 just about to finish for Losira, so his counterattack potential is huge right now. He could maybe even end the game.
Yeah. These Lings here are so important because that's the only way he's going to be able to deny a third base. Or Losira currently attacking into this is a bit too much, though.
A bit ambitious. He's got so many roaches back at home. He chose not to go all the way with it. Scared of Link counterattacks. He should be taking a third base sometime soon, though. And look at the bank for DRG right now. It's kind of weird that he has so much money. Just that supply block now is creating a bit of a problem.
Oop, but he's going to get a cancel and kill the drone here on this third base. So Losira messing up a little bit on that one. And it's going to cost him a lot of time. And DRG does start his own third back at home. He's not too far behind this +1 upgrade. He's just about to finish. The lack of roach speed is concerning. Yeah. But if he can actually just defend here and get a faster third base, he can definitely come back in this game.
Yeah. He should be able to... both sides are pretty much going to stabilize from here once again, and it's going to come up to the next attack. I do think Losira, he does have a nice timing for a +2 attack, especially if he gets a Contaminate on the right Evolution Chamber.
Yeah.
If he's looking for that, if he's thinking about that. He should be there, because he did get that tech a lot faster, and I think he knows it as well.
This is actually so crazy that he was able to get that drone and the hatchery. That really gives him another chance in this game. A lot of roaches coming into the main base here. Trying to hide his roach count?
Yeah, certainly so.
You want to do that timing, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's completely gearing up for it. He's adding a couple of drones now, though. But, if he did nothing but mass roaches until he had +2, he would be in such a great place for an attack. DRG kind of doing the same thing, though. He's afraid of this kind of thing to happen, so he is making nothing but roaches for the longest amount of time.
All right, roaches moving across the map now. This isn't all of his roaches, but it is a hefty amount. Roach count is even, plus he's got queens and a spine here. It's going to be tough to actually attack into this.
I mean, +2 is going to help out a lot, but still, defending advantage is a huge thing, and concaves are also massive. So he's got to be careful about this.
He's also got speedlings. Like, DRG's ahead in supply. This is not a good attack.
No. Considering he doesn't even have the +2 yet either.
Yeah. He's down 7 roaches, plus the fact that he's got 18 Lings of Sport, and actually here they come. Maybe you try to go for a little bit of a sandwich here. Does get denied.
Now, this is the name of the game here. That concave at the bottom of the ramp is going to make things almost impossible for Losira to fight into. So he's essentially has to fight this horrible fight, or he gives up his natural.
Yep. And +2's about to finish for Losira, but he lost a lot of roaches already. Like you said, that concave making things terrible for him. I think DRG is just going to take this fight and take this game.
Yeah, he forced out the fight before +2 finishes. Like the perfect move DRG could have done. And now he's losing so many drones at the third base. He's going to lose his fight as well. And it looks like DRG is going to be taking that first game.
Definitely so. Last of these queens that even try to come over for offensive transfuses do fall, but even with this defender's advantage and with the +2, Losira struggles to stabilize here.
Yeah, he's stabilized for now, but the supply lead is far in favor of DRG. He's got a mining third base where Losira does not. Losira probably going to go for a hard counterattack here, try and catch him out while he does have that perhaps roach lead that he thinks he might have after cleaning up so much of that army. Yeah, and DRG, with all the production he has, if he can get 1 or 2 cycles, will crush this army. He's up almost 20 harvesters right now. He's up about 15. And here comes an attack by Losira, but he's going to get shut down here. And DRG is about to have +1 armor as well for these roaches. Or actually, no, that's Losira's +1. But still, still just too little too late at this point. He is down so much supply, down 30 supply right now. He's trying to catch up, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's even upgrading ventral sacks through mistakes. They cancel that.
Yeah, look at this supply in Army. He's got twice the Army supply right now. DRG does. You can actually just roll him at this point, even with the upgrade disadvantage.
Yeah, looks like he's playing it safe there, just making sure he has enough roaches, just waiting for everything to come together.
I think he's just going to wait until he's maxed.
Maybe. He could do that, or he could just go for an attack. I think he's trying to scout out the Army now with Overseer. He's going to see exactly what's on the map and maybe just be inclined to attack, and there we go.
DRG has been doing much more consistent scouting this game with those Overseers. We've seen him do it all game long. And I think that's part of the reason why he's been able to make these right choices and these tough decisions.
Yeah, Losira certainly got a little bit greedy going in before +2 had finished and getting put in such a horrible place. But here we go, the last fight of the game.
Yep, DRG's going to take this. And there you have it, man. Those bold predictions of those Korean casters pay off. Even dancing with units.
Yeah, I guess why not? He's so far ahead. It is time for Losira to leave. GG.
You know, these two players have such a long history of being on MVP together. I was actually so shocked when DRG left MVP because he's been on a team for years. It's like almost more shocking to see Creative Relief Prime. And you understand the reasons, but it's just hard to believe.
Yeah. it is a unfortunate thing, but you wanted to try a different team. I can understand that. I can respect that as well. Great stop for SBENU, and things are looking dangerous for MVP because that was their ace player. Now, Curious, the champion of DreamHack Valencia, is up against Liquid Hero.
Yeah, this is going to be such a good match. Now, DRG, look how happy he is. I think this is really important for him in his career right now, his confidence. And I actually love that he comes up to the camera and just gives a bow. That he's like humbled himself. He's like, well, I took a ZVZ win, but I still have there's a lot more to do.
Yeah.
I'm still on my way back. I really like that a lot. Losira not playing a terrible game, but a few critical mistakes that definitely cost him that one.
Yeah, that one attack, leaving himself open to a counterattack even from those Zerglings, and just such a bad timing to it too, that he did not have that +2 attack. He should have waited, he should have rebuilt his army and looked for a better engagement a little bit later on. Maybe focusing a little bit more on contaminating the enemy's evolution chamber instead of just trying to